Greetings, folks, and Sawadee Mai, which is Thai for Happy New Year. Excuse me while I just lock the bike. Make sure it's locked. There we go. So yeah, little tweak of the iris there. Okay, it is New Year's Eve, and I've decided to do another little do down the pub. It is absolutely bloody murderous in town today. You know, I got to say I don't like it, but well, the alternative is sitting on the sofa at home watching old movies, so I guess I'm going to do this. But there we are, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I've put my bike down this little side street, and I've even pointed it outwards in the parking slot. My cunning plan is that if I do the first 10 feet of this one-way system the wrong way, when I come back I can cut out all of the worst part of Patong Beach on the exit and just do a shortcut to the hill over Phuket town. So anyway, that's my plan. And right now I'm just approaching one of my very old favourites. Let's have a look at that. It's actually called the Drunken Leprechaun Irish Pub, and it used to be such a really good pub. And not quite my favourite, but a really good one. And the lights are on inside, but it just hasn't reopened. You know, it never reopened after the rest of the island. So strange, and I don't know why. You know, here you can see it. Featuring, it says, and note this outside, featuring dueling pianos. That was straight from New York in Las Vegas. Oh, that was at least 2 years ago now. Anyway, we're going to go down here and turn right at the end and go and have a beer. New Year's Eve. Yay. Oh, and by the way, I'm not using my gimbal today. I can't be bothered to set it up. It's typical. You spend $300 odd on a high-tech gimbal, and you come out without it because you can't be bothered to set it up. It's too much of a faff. So I'm using my other Christmas present, my small rig mini tripod and lens and cage, which is also excellent. Anyway, off we jolly well go, and I haven't got all that much to say, but so I'll catch you a bit further down when I'm going in the pub. So cheerio for now. So this is a pretty nice, decent place. So never been in there. It's one of the first places to open, actually. So, approaching the corner. It's a short walk to the pub, but it's doable. I was procrastinating. Sounds a bit like pro-masturbating, doesn't it? I was procrastinating pretty severely about whether to get the bus down, but I decided at the last minute to risk it, which I hope I don't come to regret. to risk it and take the bike. At least I found a decent place to park it, but we'll have to wait and see what the rest of the day produces. So much easier on a bus, but you know, I might have to wait a long time for it to arrive in Patong. I don't know. So anyway, I'm shooting against the sun again, which is not a good idea. I learned to my cost that if you shoot into the sun, because it's behind me right now, well, it's behind me if I do that, so you can see the effect. Maybe it's better like this. So it just messes up everything. So anyway, there we are. He wants to go. Bangla Road, you can walk it from here. My God. He's going to pay about 200 baht, something he could walk in 5 minutes. So anyway, whatever. Let's have a look where we're going down here. Here we are. The pub is about half a kilometre down this road by my American calculations. Don't ask me about kilometres. So, you don't know it yet, but we're here. Molly's, my favourite. Time for a couple of beers and a rant. Might be actually quite full in there. Okay, there's some space. Oh, the air conditioning, it's wonderful. Hello! Alright, I'm going to park myself down here. See you later. Might as well do a Christmas 2022 rant addendum A, because this last couple of days it's kind of brewed up that the Chinese are coming. Oh my God, haven't we got enough with the bloody Russians? My two most favourite nationalities of the world. And now, after more than a year of locking the whole nation down so that no one could possibly have COVID, they realise they've got a disaster on their hands. And so now they're trying to get as many people infected as they possibly can. And they're sending them out here as well, probably to infect us. But if that's not bad enough, the thing that affects us more is that Thailand, apart from welcoming them, give us your money, we'll welcome anyone. Apart from welcoming them, they're going to tighten up the immigration regulations again, the quarantines. Not so much quarantine, but the paperwork you've got to have. Now they're, if at first look it's Chinese only, but no, there's some words in there that say foreign travellers. And of course it's all up in the air at the moment, so the way that Thailand works with these pronouncements is they make a blanket worst case pronouncement and then they go away and discuss it for a few weeks, and then something else pops out as what they're actually going to do. But I reckon it's pretty safe that they're going to tighten up immigration again at the airports. Oh, Jesus Christ, do we need this? And bloody Chinese. I mean, all they come here for is, you never see the Chinese on the beaches or in the bars or anything like that. The reason that Thais love them is because they're high end. They stay in decent hotels, and they stay in the bloody hotel, get on a bus, get driven out to some duty-free shop where they can buy goods, and then come back to the hotel and eat in the hotel and do this kind of stuff. You know, they don't mix with the normal people like what us common bastards do. So that is why Thailand loves the Chinese, I think. I've just had a nice talk with a couple of English people, and we went through the "where you from" thing, and I said yes, I'm from England. I didn't talk anything about being a US citizen. That just muddies the water too much, I've realised. Just forget it. But he did say, well, you've got a bit of a twang. So I said, yeah, I've led this crazy life. Kind of muddied my accent waters as well. Anyway, we managed to have a common rant about the Russians and the Chinese, so that was good. What do you think about decision making? I mean, as I get older, it gets more difficult. Oh, shall I do this or shall I do that? Sometimes I can't even figure out what I'm going to eat tonight. Shall I eat something out of the fridge, or shall I go out and buy something new? But if I buy something new, I've got the stuff in the fridge and I do all this and that and the other. But I had another bout of that today about coming down here. Should I catch the bus or should I just get on my bike and ride down here? And I was prevaricating one way or another and all this kind of stuff. And let me tell you, I went out of the house on my motorbike intending to park it at the bottom of the road and then just stand at the bus stop. But what I actually did was get on my motorbike outside the house and at the last minute swing it around and head in the opposite direction, which is the main road down here. So I rode down here on my bike, which may prove to be a disastrous decision. Who knows? But making your mind up over things is something that I have incredible problems with now. And I don't know if it's getting older or what. But think what it would be like if I was in a relationship, for God's sake. I'd have to make up my mind for two people, or make up my mind for me and then persuade my partner if we should do what I want, or we are going to do what she wants. So it's of course at the back of my mind is this whole thing that my mum went balmy with dementia, so am I going the same way? Because when my mum was my age, she was perfectly normal. And I'm not perfectly normal now. In fact, I've never been perfectly normal. So, can I put up that sticker up there about INFJ? I've never been perfectly normal. But anyway, that's the end of that little subject. Hey, here's something. I've been talking to some Aussie guys in here, and one in particular. He was absolutely huge. He had just muscles coming out of his bloody muscles, you know. But he was a real Aussie guy, and he was a nice bloke. And when he left the bar, he bid me goodbye, and it was nice to speak to me and everything. And I said, hey, just wait before you go. Look, I've got this good Aussie mate that lives in Bangkok, and you know, he often sort of trashes the current state in Oz. I don't know why. He said, "Well, what state?" I said, "Well, you know, the political thing, the liberalism and whatever." And I'm just, if I give you his contact details, could you just slap him around a little bit? At which point he bade me goodbye. He was a nice guy. Don't worry, Mr. G, I never gave him your details. You know who you are. Cheers. What do I get to talk about, you might say, but, well, just the people around me. A lot of the people that come in here look like they're straight off the boat, straight off the aeroplane. You know, they're bare-chested, just wearing shorts, and just have a completely dorky attitude to everything. They are so different to me, but the funny thing is, it might be in here that it's me that stands out, because you know, I'm dressed like Noi tells me to dress, smart and whatever. Can you believe, I can't prove it to you, but down here I'm wearing Gengen Kayao long trousers, which they're green, but they go very nice with this shirt. And yet the source of all the money, the tourists, look like crap. It's so funny, really. And they make fun of me. It's really weird. It's a strange thing. I tell you what, right now I wish I was back in Big Nose Kate's in Tombstone. There I fitted in. I dressed up in period costume. The staff knew me. They liked me. It was great. I wish I was back in Big Nose Kate's now. If any of you ever get to see this, I send you my love. And I hope to be back there again someday soon. So, I'm going to leave now. Going to go home. Had too much to drink. Had too much of everything. So, I'll see you, knock on wood, I'll see you back at the house. Bye-bye. So, I'm not going to get into the niceties of it now. I'm back home. Thank God. I survived the ride. It's been an interesting New Year's Eve. Good time in the bar. Drank more than I should. And met some really good people, but anyway, I'm back home safe, thank you, and I will talk to you later. I guess midnight into the new year, should I be in any fit state. I must admit I'm a bit Mao now. Mao in Thai means drunk. So, okay, see you later. Bye-bye. Well, I've just edited that video down and I'm absolutely horrified at how drunk I got in that bar. I had no idea that it was affecting me so badly. My God, no wonder I felt bad when I woke up the next day. Thankfully you didn't have to put up with any more. I had to scrap at least 30% of the footage I took in that bar because I was just garbling on about shit and stuff that I don't even want you to know about. So I'm very disappointed with the result of that video. It's one of my worst, and I'm going to show it anyway, but you know, with the worst weepings and wailings cut out of it. So anyway, apologies, but you really don't need that kind of nonsense. So anyway, Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.